Making Digital Real podcast fans. It's Jen Chapman-Boffin here from the Business Mum podcast, but I also do lots of work for mental health in franchising, and I've got a brand new service that I'm really excited to tell you about. It's designed to be everything you need to support your franchise network's mental health and wellbeing, all for just $9.99 a month. Connect with me on LinkedIn or cinderltd.co.uk for more. You're listening to the Making Digital Real podcast. Here is your wonderful host, Mike Roberts.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from Making Digital Real. Now today's episode is all about an incredible platform called MemberVault. Now if you haven't heard of MemberVault, this is the episode for you, especially if you're looking to find something where you can host your lead magnets, build an online course, sell digital products, build a blog, pretty much anything, okay? It's an amazing alternative to a website. Now, disclaimer, I don't even use a website. My online home is MemberVault. It is incredible. And in this episode, I'm going to be chatting to a good friend and client of mine called Beck Christian on how she uses the platform and what it's done for her business. So here we go. Hey everyone, it's Mike from the Making Digital Real podcast, and we are also going live on LinkedIn. And today I've got an amazing friend and an amazing client of mine called Beck Christian of RL Coaching. Thank you so much for joining me today, Beck.
Oh, thanks for having me, Mike. It's a pleasure.
So I'm going to introduce you as you help female leaders become more successful by upgrading their identities and belief systems. So I would love it if you could expand on that and tell our audience exactly who and what you do.
So when I got into this type of work, for those that are listening, I'm an NLP and timeline therapy practitioner. So NLP is neuro-linguistic programming. It's always a bit of a mouthful for me to say. But I use these modalities through NLP coaching to really help shift those internal beliefs that my clients have. Because when I first started in this work, I was health coaching a couple of years ago, and I really struggled trying to help clients change up their habits, because it wasn't as simple as just giving them a detailed plan and like what foods they need to eat. It was the whole mindset thing that I really wanted to focus on. So when I went into this type of work, this is when I started to understand their unconscious mind, their belief systems, like what is in their energetic field and why they were struggling to create that change. So when I discovered NLP, I went through the whole process myself, because I'm an advocate of what I coach and what I preach. And things started to shift and change in my life. And the more I lent into this type of work and the more I helped women, especially like CEOs and female leaders in business, create that new magnetic identity, like that is when the magic in their business started to happen.
What we're going to go into in a bit is how you came to me looking for help with a certain platform called MemberVault, and you were looking to put your courses on there, get your lead magnets on, and just basically have this digital home for all of your products, services, courses, and things like that. And before we get into that, let's expand a little bit more. So have you always been into the whole mind, body, spirit thing? Are you into things like Reiki and all of those types of things? Where did this all begin?
Funny you should say that. I'm actually trained in Reiki. I did my level 1 practitioner, not to practice it, just to kind of learn more. So I guess I've always had a little bit of a spiritual side to me, but not to the extent that I do today. But I've always been interested in mindset. And I always remember like being in the corporate world for so long, just like really finding it interesting when you have these away days and they do these personality testing and Myers-Briggs and, all of that kind of stuff. So I can't say I've always been interested in it, like at that level, but more so as I go on this own journey myself. Like I just love everything about the mind, body, soul. Like I do EFT tapping with my clients now that I've just become qualified in. I work with human design. So yeah, it's like there's so many there's so much information and so much noise out there. And it's just about simplifying that and helping the client get from where it is they need to be.
Yeah. And energy and things like that, chakras, auras, all of that stuff.
I do, yeah. Like I am very much into. I know some people call it a bit woo-woo, but I do believe there's the science behind it, and that's what I absolutely love. And I think when you start to work with energetics, especially in your business, that's when things can then start to shift and move. So I think for me, a lot of the work that I do is one-on-one. So I work with clients on a one-to-one basis. Now, there's only one of me. And I found myself, at the time, I was still working my corporate job. I was part-time in there. I mean, I've left now, but at the time I was wanting to find a way that I could meet a bigger audience and help a bigger audience of people without obviously having that one-on-one time consistently. So, and obviously not everybody is in a position where they want to invest at that level, and that's absolutely fine. So I was thinking about ways of like, how could I serve a bigger audience? And then I started thinking about courses, because I thought if I was to create a course based on the knowledge, experience, and expertise that I have, then it's basically like an on-demand course and people can just buy the information. And if they want to work with them one-on-one, they can. So I kind of thought I need something, like I need a system, and I wanted something where I had everything in one place. I think that was the deal breaker for me, I think, with MemberVault, because it wasn't a great website, but I had a Wix website, and then I had Calendly here, and I had Linktree here, and it just felt messy. So obviously when I contacted you about MemberVault and we had a chat, it was like music to my ears. And I think because I think the way you explained it was so simple, and it was like said in such a simplified way, I thought, me and tech don't get on. So this is something that I really felt like I need. And it was such a reasonable price, Mike. Like it's working a dream for me at the minute. It really is.
We are going to have your MemberVault page in the show notes. So if anyone wants to jump straight into that and have a look whilst they're listening to that, brilliant. My site is also a MemberVault page. And what I love also about it is that it connects perfectly with things like MailerLite or MailChimp. So if somebody comes onto your course, or if they buy something from you, they automatically go into your subscriber list. The automations are super simple as well. So you can trigger this email if they buy that. You can trigger this email once they've done XYZ number of modules in your course. And everything else. It's more than just a course developer. It's just a way for you to house everything, right?
Oh, everything. It's even like lead magnets as well. Like if you wanted to have one of your lead magnets, like you said, it's all connected. And what I absolutely love about it is that you obviously attach your Stripe account to that as well. And it offers payment plans for people, and it's already done for you. It's amazing.
Yeah, really, really is. And it's funny you should mention lead magnets, because we were having a chat recently about the power of audio. So at the moment, you've got courses and things like that. Now, the future of courses, a lot of people are moving to audio courses, because sometimes that can be easier to consume. You can consume that content wherever you are, in the most, awkward places like airports, on in the car, doing the dishes, whatever it might be. And we were talking about the power of using private podcasts, as well as in addition to your online courses, so people can have it as audio or video and have the best of both worlds. And what have you been thinking about that since we had that chat?
Do you know, it's something that I want to be open to for sure, because even in the NLP world, when I obviously work with clients, a lot of people are auditory, a lot of people are visual, right? So it's a kind of you're meeting everyone's needs by that. And I think the world that we are moving into, it is a fast-paced world, isn't it? Let's face it. So especially for me, if I wanted to get some information or work on my self-development every day, I would put on a podcast. I listen to Audible books, especially if I've got that commute into London that I used to do every day. So it's definitely a way forward. And like you said, it's accommodating like everyone's needs as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is, if I was doing a course, let's say, and I had the ability to have it as audio as well, no more looking around for logins. Every time I open up my Spotify or Apple app, the next module is just there waiting for me. If it's been dropped in, I can see where I'm at with things, and I've always got that course with me on the go, without screen fatigue, right? So it could be a really good option for you.
Can I just ask a question on that, Mike?
Yeah.
So you said it's on Spotify. So if somebody was to create a course like myself, and I've got all of the modules in MemberVault, obviously it's recorded on Zoom, so it's a video.
Yeah.
Could you just extract that audio and then make it so it is on Spotify? So it's as simple as that.
Yep. So the platform of choice I would recommend is one called Hello Audio. So you would create a Hello Audio account, which is a platform for private podcast feeds. And then what you can do is you can upload a YouTube link, you can upload video files, you can pretty much upload whatever you want. So you can take your courses from MemberVault and throw it into Hello Audio. It will then extract that as audio content, and you can put them in different modules, whatever you want, and that is your unique RSS feed. You would obviously be giving that RSS feed to your clients. So only the clients that you want to have that feed, that's up to you. And as soon as they click on it, they will get a pop-up that will say, great, you're in. Where do you listen to your podcasts? And they can choose Spotify, Apple, Castro, whatever it might be. And once they've chosen that, boom, they're in their platform of choice. They're following your podcast. They've got access to it. It will always be there.
Gosh, as simple as that. Right, okay. I think that's still something I'm definitely going to take away, because the more courses I want to create, I want to make sure that it's accessible to everyone. And it looks like the way the world is moving is Audible.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And remember, it could also be used as a lead magnet as well. So you might have, so one way of using a private podcast feed is to house your online courses. So that is for paying clients. You might have another RSS feed, which is a lead magnet. So if somebody wants to take a listen to 2 or 3 samples that you've got or something of value, now you've got their name and email address, they've got something of value for free, and the call to action inside that lead magnet would be, and if you liked this, head over here to our MemberVault page where you'll find more, or whatever it might be. But you can also stitch client reviews and audio files in there as well, so people are hearing the reviews from people who already use you rather than just reading it on a screen.
Oh, amazing. I remember you doing this. So I recorded one for you. So it's as simple as somebody just maybe sending you a review on WhatsApp, for example, and then you click that file and you can pop it in there, and then it's all done.
Absolutely. You can stitch together whatever you want in an audio file. Just make it an incredible little masterpiece.
You know what, Mike? Every time I get on calls with you, I'm like, right, let's hit this creative mode and let's just vamp up my business by doing all this fun stuff. It's amazing.
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, definitely. So what is the future with Bet Christian? What have your clients and your followers got to look forward to for the rest of 24 as we enter 25?
Oh, Mike, I'm so excited for this next quarter. So one of my big projects at the minute, I'm working a lot on self-identity and stepping into that next level version, but also what comes with that, and helping people understand the energetics of it, helping them understand that, because I do a lot of work on frequencies as well. So operating on a higher frequency, and how your reality right now can feel and look very different. And it's about embracing that and embracing the change. And I'm doing a lot of nervous system regulation around it as well, because you can have this big vision, you can want to know where you're going, you can visualize it, you see it. But if your nervous system doesn't feel safe for you to step into that next identity, it will put so many blocks up around you. And as I always say, the world is like a mirror, right? So what you're putting out energetically wise, that is what you're getting back. So my next quarter is going to be based on a lot of the self-identity and really breaking down those negative belief systems to help these female leaders step into their absolute truest potential.
Absolutely amazing. And I'm so looking forward to seeing this develop for you and working with you more in the future. Honestly, it's really exciting. And if anybody has not yet followed you or connected with you, where's the best place for them to go and do that?
So I am quite new on LinkedIn, thanks to Mike. He helped me set that up. So on LinkedIn, my name's Rebecca Christian, but I hang out mainly on Instagram. So RL Coaching UK. You can find me on there.
Great. Thank you so much, Beck, for joining me, and have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thanks, Mike, and you as well.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Making Digital Real podcast. Until next time, keep innovating, keep growing, and keep making digital real.